going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here at Pleasant Grove Disc Golf Course.
It's hot.
Playing the back nine. You guys saw the front nine 2 weeks ago. I think Kalif shot, what was it, 7 over?
7.
I shot 3 over. We're trying to push a little bit more, trying to get some more birdies on the back nine. But anyway, another voiceover. So yeah, enjoy the video. All right, guys. So hole 10 is a 341-foot par 3. And I'm throwing my Speed Demon here. It's the first time I've thrown it on an open hole, and I had a really, really good shot with it. It's probably the best or the farthest I've ever thrown a tomahawk, and I wasn't full power. Just kind of got up there and did its thing. Kalif's shot ended up hitting that tree, giving him this as an approach. The basket is in those woods, and that gap right there where you see the orange clay dirt. And he kind of grip locks it just a little bit. Gives him a decent look, a decent ways away for his par putt. So if you see what on the ground right there, that's my Speed Demon. I just pin high, which is crazy. And Kalif's putt gets stuck up in the trees, his par putt. My birdie putt, the basket drops down pretty far behind the basket. So I tried to toss it up there as soft as I could to keep it from rolling back, but it still rolled back.
Yeah, good putt.
Kalif's bogey putt, he puts it in pretty simple, and then my par putt goes in as well. So I'll be even, and Kalif will be 1 over after hole 10. Moving on to hole 11, 331-foot par 3. I'm throwing my Speed Demon again, but I just let it get a little too right on me. Ended up out there in the open field. I needed to throw it towards the tree line a little bit more to have a chance. Still pin high, which again, I'm loving the Speed Demon. It is a bomber of a tomahawk disc with minimum effort. Kalif threw his pyro up there, overstable mid-range, really good shot. Birdie putt left it a little short, but stayed up there on the hill. Pretty easy par putt for him. So I'm throwing my Justice here, let it get up into the wind and nose up, and just didn't even get a quarter of the way there. So my par putt, at this point, I'm just trying to toss it under the basket so it doesn't roll away. And I will take a pretty easy par, or bogey, excuse me. And then Kalif has a very easy par putt, and we will both be 1 over after hole 11. So hole 12 is a 209-foot par 3 tunnel shot. OB really tight on the right side. If you go right past those trees, you're OB because it's the end of the property.
Dude, that's great.
Kalif has a really good shot, tosses it up there pretty close. I'm trying the tomahawk skip shot, just threw it too hard and too high. Ended up on the left side over there. Kalif's birdie putt, the basket kind of sits on a mound, so there is a potential for a roll away if it catches edge. And again, I'm sorry, my big head is in the way. Half the time I wasn't paying attention. It was very hot, and I was trying to move as fast as I could. But this is my approach. Ended up hitting a tree and rolling back behind the basket. Really bad approach shot for me. So this is going to be my putt for par. And I gave it a good run, hit the cage, and just kind of slid down the mound. Kalif had a very easy look at par here, so he'll take a par. And I will take a second bogey in a row and be 2 over, moving to hole 13, which is a 228-foot par 3. It pushes right up the hill really, really far. So you need the overstable forehand or a turnover backhand that kind of flattens out. So Kalif, you saw his early released a little bit and pushed a little too far right. I threw my Justice up there. Didn't get very far. I just kind of wanted to play this for par. Kalif's second shot just didn't turn it over enough. So his third shot, kind of not really having a lot. The left side is pretty rough. It's GL most of the time. My approach, I just kind of plopped it underneath the basket, give myself an easy par putt. Kalif hits the top of the cage and rolls back behind. This is another drop-off hole. So it's very easy to take high numbers if you're not careful with your approach. However, Kalif had a really good putt there for the double bogey. He'll be 3 over and I'll be 2 over, moving into hole 14, which is a 204-foot par 3. Just a simple forehand. I just hit the tree in front of me, and I'm going to let the camera speak for this shot for Kalif.
You good? Holy fuck, dude, what a shot.
So I apologize for the language there, but that was a really, really good shot by Kalif. Tossed it, probably the best shot obviously the best shot between the both of us. So this was his look for birdie. Probably about a 30-foot straddle putt with a tree right in front of him. Just left it a little too short. So we both will take a par on this hole, but he had that was an insane shot after falling down. That couldn't have been much better than what he had. So we'll move on to hole 15, which is a 327-foot par 3 double mando. You see the signs on both the trees. I just kind of turned over my thread a little bit. I got out the mando, but it was really short. And Kalif put a really good shot here, just a little bit inside, kind of caught those branches at the end, but he did end up getting out of the gap. Trying to throw a turnover forehand with my Justice, and it just kind of stalled out on me up in the air. This is Kalif's second shot. Throwing a PA3, the new rubber-ish blend. Super soft maybe is what it's called. I don't remember. But tosses it pretty close to the basket. So that is going to be my par putt. Just left it a little short, but it did get a good roll back. So Kalif has a pretty simple putt for par, and I have a pretty simple putt for bogey, leaving us both 3 over going into hole 16, which is a 237-foot par 3. Kalif throwing a felon here. That's about perfect. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to get right just before those trees or go up and over those trees, and it goes out into the open and then back into the woods. So I'm throwing my blaze here and just turned it over. So I have this as an upshot. Kind of got caught up in those trees and dropped straight down. Not the best upshot of the day by any means. But my putt for par, tossed it right in the basket, felt really good. Probably the best putt of the day. I'd say probably about a 40-footer. And then Kalif's putt here for birdie. Just left it a little to the right. He does make this par comebacker, though, and we'll still both be 3 over. Moving on to hole 17, which is a 314-foot par 3. It's probably one of the hardest holes. I say hardest, but most technical holes on the course. You want to throw, like me, if you want to throw something overstable, but it cuts right very quickly off the tee and then straightens out and goes pretty far up back towards the fairway. So both of us kind of left our drive short. He took the inside line. I kind of pushed the back wall a little too fast. But he has a really good shot right here with his Mako 3. Tosses it pretty much right up under the basket. And I throw a thumber here with my Vibe, just trying to get it close. Tossed it pretty close. So pretty simple putt for par, knock it down. And then Kalif's putt for par, even more simple. But we'll both remain 3 over going into the last hole on a, I think, tougher back 9. So hole 18 is a 255-foot par 3. There is a Mando. I think it is to the left of the trees right in front of us. I don't know why, but it's there. Kalif kind of grip locked his, and I threw my thread. I just didn't turn it enough. It's Kalif's second shot with his Mako 3. Gives it a pretty good toss, just still a little short. So this will be Kalif's putt for par. Chooses just to lay it up under the basket, which had a lot of stuff in his way. That's my birdie putt. I kind of did the same thing. I had a whole bunch of stuff in my way. So Kalif will take a bogey, and I will take a par, making Kalif 4 over and me 3 over at the end of the round.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the back 9 here at Pleasant Grove. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Next week, I'm really not sure what's coming down the pipes, but I know I have a couple of tournaments lined up. So we'll kind of see how it goes and all that good stuff. But if you got anything you want to say?
It was a better back 9 than the front 9. I'm excited to be playing a little bit more. We'll see how it goes.
But all right, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that video, hit the like button, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Post every Friday, and we'll see you guys next Friday.